Welcome back, my amazing artists. So last week we were starting to learn all about organic shapes and how they are the shapes of nature, like a raindrop or a cloud or a puddle. Well, did you know that there are actually patterns in nature? And if you remember what a pattern is, that is something that repeats. So we're going to learn all about those patterns that are found in nature. All right, let's go. So we're going to read Swirl by Swirl, Spirals in Nature by Joyce Sidman, pictures by Beth Cromes. Look at all the beautiful patterns that swirls can do. A spiral is a snuggling shape. It fits neatly in small places. Coiled tight, warm and safe, it waits for a chance to expand. A spiral is a growing shape. It starts small and gets bigger, swirl by swirl. It unwraps itself one soft curl at a time. A spiral is a strong shape. Its outer curves protects what's inside. It knows how to defend itself. A spiral reaches out too, exploring the world. It winds around and around and clinks tight, grasping what it needs. It never has trouble holding on. A spiral is a clever shape. It is graceful and strong. It is bold and beautiful. A spiral moves. It swirls through water, gathering bubbles. It twists through air with clouds on its tail. It stretches starry arms through space, spinning and sparkling, forever expanding. Or it curls up neat and small, warm and safe. A spiral is a snuggling shape. So a spiral is one of the 5 different patterns found in nature. And today we're going to learn all about those patterns. So right now, pause the video and go get your art book, because inside there is a worksheet that says 5 organic patterns found in nature. Okay, and we're going to learn about those when you are all set up. Ready? Let's go. Let's look at all the patterns found in nature. There are 5 organic patterns. We call them spiral, meander, explosion, packing, and branching. Spiral. Spiral is one of the most common patterns that we see. Sometimes in snails or in the weather. Our galaxy is even a giant spiral. So how do artists use spirals in their art? Waves, which is another word for meandering. Waves can be found in the sand, ripples in the water, on animals. Even the way that animals move can help make wavy patterns. And how do artists make waves? How do artists use waves in their art? Packing means joined together in a very small space. You might see it on fish or snake scales, bubbles on fruits, the middle of flowers, and beehives. Look at how artists use packing in their art. Branching, just like a tree branch. It starts in a line and then it kind of goes this way and that. We call it branching. Could be the roots underneath the flower, the way the ice forms and breaks on the car, the veins in an animal or a leaf itself. This is how artists use branching in their art. Last but not least is explosion. Explosion means to start in the center and then move out in all directions. So like a flower has a center point and then the leaves explode out of it. You can see explosion patterns on snowflakes, dandelions, and inside the middle of fruit. How do artists use explosion in their art? So now that you have a better understanding about the different patterns found in nature, we're going to fill out this worksheet real quick to help us remember some of those things that we had saw, and then we're going to create our own artwork using those organic patterns. All right, so the first page that you're going to be doing is your 5 organic patterns found in nature. I'm going to share that PowerPoint with you. You can go and look at the different types of patterns. So for an example, for spiral, well, I know in my book, right on the cover, is a snail. So to help me remember my spirals, I'm going to draw a little snail. Give him some spiral antennas, okay? So that's going to help me remember a spiral. What's another example? Ooh, I remember seeing those grass branches, and then they had little things in them. That's what I remember. So you are going to do 2 examples for each of these, okay? So I'm going to share that PowerPoint with you so you can go back and look at it and fill all these out, okay? The second thing you're doing is once you've got your notes, you're actually going to make your own artwork using those organic shapes. So here's one that I did on black paper, and I used all of these examples. Let me explain. So spiral, I've got a big spiral here. I've got different spirals here. I got some more here. Waves. Oh, I got some waves in the corner. Packing. I've got these little bubbles looking things. Branching. Looks like some coral or some leaf, some branches. And explosion is where it starts in the middle and explodes like this snowflake that I drew over here. Okay, so you can actually pick any color paper you want. I did black there. You could do, oh, I don't know, green. Green's a nature color. I'm going to go with green. Let's see what I can come up with using my organic shapes. I can use any tool that I want today too. I could do Sharpies. I can do crayons or markers. You could paint. Okay, so this is kind of an open-ended art project. I want you to use those 5 different patterns as best you can and fill in entire paper. All right, let's see what I can come up with. All right, so here is my finished artwork. You can see that I've used all 5 of those different types of organic patterns. Okay, is this real or abstract art? I remember those words. This is actually abstract art, so it doesn't have to look realistic. You can put real things like spider webs or snails, but it doesn't have to look real. It can be abstract for this project. Okay, so you are going to share both the worksheet as well as your finished drawing art piece that you're going to do with your organic patterns back to me in the Google Classroom. Okay? I can't wait to see them. Bye, guys.